Right, so we're here today at Seapoint Golf Links, here with the great Marty Carr.
Well, don't know about that.
This has been some project for you over the last couple of years.
It has been it's been a great project, yeah. And I know JB would be very happy to see it evolve. You know, Seapoint was in pretty dire straits when we took it on.
Yeah.
And the members voted to back us in the acquisition. We've invested a lot of money, as you can see, in the clubhouse and the golf course. We've hosted 2 Legends Irish Seniors Opens, and now to have the amateur here is kind of the crowning point. You know?
It is, and especially for the Carr name. Like you've mentioned JB already right out the gate. Like for him, what would his thoughts have been on this? As like his son hosting at a golf course with the Carr name above the door.
He would have been blown away, you know, with Roddy having won the East across the way, and JB, you know, he would have been blown away, and you know, he was a lover of links golf, and I think he'd be super proud. You know, it's one of the great you know, joys I have of actually trying to. I've got the name but not the game, so. You know, we're working away in the golf industry, and having his name above the door means a lot.
It's special what you've done here. Like I know you said, it was tired before you came along. You know, and it's right beside one of the most famous golf courses in the world. It's the same stretch of land, and there was such potential here, untapped potential nearly. And you really have unearthed that. Like the work you've done around the golf course, inside is spectacular. What's been done, but like where do you stop with something like this, with a project like this?
I think we have a long way to go. Clearly getting the golf course right is still a work in progress. I mean, the clubhouse obviously needed a lot of work, and it's now been overhauled. It's a little early in the season. When we had the Legends last year, that it was about right 5 or 6 weeks later. So, but we have a bit of work. We plans to redo the golf course. We're debating to what degree we're going to do it. Obviously the bunkers all need to be redone over time. We've started that through a vetting process. But we believe that the front 9 needs to be kind of lifted to kind of match the links of the back 9. So there are plans afoot. I'm not sure we'll get into it this winter, but certainly over the next 2 years the golf course will see at least €1 million invested in it. You know, part of our attraction here is to bring in the American golf tourist. He's passing by the door here. She's passing by the door from Baltray on his way up to you know, County Down and Ardglass and all that, and they don't stop here. So this year we do about 1,000 overseas rounds. I think when we took it over we were doing about 50. So it wasn't even on the map. But we're trying to get the word out. It's a great place to drop off when you come into the airport. It's a great place to stop off if you're going north. There's a very warm welcome. We got Andrew Phelan here, who used to run the old course St Andrews and Mount Juliet, so he's very experienced. Yeah. And we have exciting plans. We're certainly not there yet. I wouldn't even say we're halfway there yet, but you know, we're starting to generate a surplus, so we're just going to reinvest that over the next number of years. Did you ever think in your wildest dreams being involved in the ownership of Links Golf Course? No, I never did. Like when you were growing up, it's surreal in a way, isn't it? It is surreal, yeah, it is surreal. And then, to be honest with you, it's our first ownership. We manage 5 projects at the moment. We're maintaining about 30 golf courses now. We just took on 6 in the UK. And we've obviously got a robust travel business, but I never really saw us on the ownership side of things. This kind of fell in our lap. I have 2 American partners who are, you know, one of them is an investor in St Patrick's up in Donegal, and the other one is an investor in our owner of Nairn and Port News. Larry, so you know, they're very interested in golf. They're very interested in the sport and in Irish golf. So we couldn't have any better partners, you know, and they're in it for the long haul. So we're not here to take money out, we're actually here putting money in. So it's exciting, and the potential is unlimited. You know, we really believe Seapoint can be, you know, up there with Ardglass and Dukes. It just needs a little bit of recognition, you know, it just needs to get more and more people here. What are you most proud of when you walk through the gates here now and you see what you've accomplished in such a short space of time? As you say, I kind of pinch myself when I come in thinking I'm one of the owners. But very proud of the way the team have taken the golf club, the clubhouse, and turned it around. They've done a phenomenal job. There's a great team here. The maintenance team has done an extraordinary job. So I'm very proud of what we've done with the golf course since we got it. And we did have a lot of challenges, you know, taking it on. You know, it wasn't a clear majority that voted for us to come in, but the alternative wasn't very pretty. And we've put, you know, probably over $1.5 million into it on top of the purchase price. And that was the key part, that it needed a lot of money spent on it. So buying it was one thing, but you needed to commit to invest. No, we're super excited, very proud. I know Roddy's going to be here on Sunday. In fact, we run the Father and Son down in Waterville, and that trophy is the Irish Amateur trophy, which JB won 3 times, and he was allowed to keep it in those days. So we have the Father and Son trophy is on the back of the Amateur. I'll bring it up on Sunday. So yeah, no, super excited. I only wish he was here to see it.
No, that's great. Listen, it's been great to catch up with you.
You too.
See all the great work that's been done, and cheers for having us.
Looking forward to get out and hitting a few putts, and
let's get off this green before we get hit.